We at Motivation hope you and your family are staying well. We sincerely appreciate the continued support. Currently, our walking location is temporarily closed, but we are still taking order and shipping them out daily. Let's get into this video. Hi, I'm Mike, and welcome to a Motivation USA brief unboxing where you can buy anything, everything premium for your motorcycle. In this video, we're going to be tackling our first impression of the 60 ATS-1 helmet, giving you my thoughts and takes on how I feel about the lid. I know I'm super excited about this lid from the very get-go. I've done the unboxing. You can check out the video in one of the links down below or up there. We even show you how to install a motovlogger setup on this lid if you wanted to check out the video as well. So here's my first impression of this helmet. It's the first time I'm wearing it since the whole situation. We've all been locked down. What is the best way to social distance? Is to get on your bike and do your thing. And this is what we're doing in this lid today. And I'm loving it. I'm specifically going near the ocean, near my home, because you tend to get a little bit of fogging up happen in your face shield as you ride your motorcycle in certain areas. Right now, I have the vents open and it feels really nice. The helmet does not feel heavy at all. I love the size. I love the fit. Let's do this first though. Loving that SE Project exhaust, guys. Everything we're talking about in this video, including the lid, right, the SE Project exhaust, some of the mods you're seeing on the Hyper, all of these products can be purchased in the link down below. Hit up the site motivationusa.com. You won't be let get down. Great customer service. These guys are always there to answer questions or help you install, or whichever one you want to get to. But that's enough of that. Let's get back to the lid. This is a 3K carbon fiber lid. It's as impressive as it sounds. It's just not 3K carbon fiber. It's just for clout or just to say it as a bullet point. It's nice and light. And again, I'm doing street riding here with this motorcycle. I'm not on the track with it. So this first impression is more about riding the bike in the street and getting to know if it's something that's going to work well for you. There's usually police over here, so I try to keep it low key on the speeding. But I specifically brought you guys out here for this rip. Oh man, I love this exhaust though. I know I'm talking about the lid, but super light. You feel the power immediately, man. Love it. This visor does come with a pin lock for a situation exactly like these, where it might fog up a little bit. With the pin lock, it's going to prevent that. As far as the wind noise, I am wearing a baklava to keep the lid sweat from going into the lid. I'm not wearing earplugs, which I usually ride. You can definitely hear the exhaust echo through. You can definitely hear that SE Project raw through. You can hear how well the bike just handles itself with the SE Project, and we're gonna be nice and light about this. We're not gonna get any tickets today. Knock on wood. Your boy's gonna be good. But so far so good. My impression of the lid is just that it doesn't feel any heavier than my other lids that I usually rock. And I'm rocking the GoPro setup on there at the moment. I do have a Cena Bluetooth communicator to the left side. Airflow wise, I don't feel like I got a bobblehead. I just recently hit about a buck, triple digit or so. And for a naked bike like the Hyper or the Monster, I didn't get that bobblehead feel, so that's pretty good. I'm assuming it'll be a lot more streamlined if you put this on a super bike, like our resident racer Carl Wyman used. He's magnificent. If you haven't yet, check him out. Make sure you go to his YouTube channel and hit up Carl Wyman, subscribe to his channel. Let them know the squad at Motivation USA got his back. 100. And he rocks one of these lids, guys, and he's crushing it right now. I did mention this as well when I did the unboxing. When I did the unboxing, is that the lid run a little bit larger than usual. I usually wear a medium. This is a medium small, which fits me better than the actual medium, which would have been a little bit larger. So that's something to know, to take away when you are ordering this lid. It is so difficult to talk while I'm out here enjoying the day, man, and just giving you guys the impression. But I'm excited, actually. It's always great when you have a new piece of gear and go out there and see, get a feel in how it rides. I love the field of view. It's completely wide open. I can see the entire highway on my left. I can see the right side. No issues there. I would say it's very much like a panel vision that you'd see on other premium lids. I do love the wind curtain. As you can see, you guys could probably hear me extremely clearly while I'm riding with SE Projects on. A lot of wind on the outside, and I'm gunning it hard, and you can still hear me. So that chin curtain's doing a really nice job. And I'm just throwing a lot of key things here that came to me off the bat when throwing the lid on. And I know usually I would be at the long-term review at this point, but with the whole situation, I haven't been out as much to put on miles on the bike, so I kind of figured less social distance and give you guys my first impression. I can't wait to do the long-term review. Now, there is one gripe I could mention about this lid that seems to be, maybe it was done for precautious reasons or for security. The cheek pads and basically the innards of the lid, when you pull off the cheek pads and you pull off the cap area, if you want to wash it, replace it, the lock, usually on any premium lids, you'd be looking at a push and snap system. This one has more of a slide and snip into its position. And earlier I had to move my get some work. I had to move my mic, and it was really an annoyance trying to get it to snap back. It took me a little bit to do that, but then again, this is the first version of the lid. I have yet to check out the newer version, so that could be different. I'm speaking from that perspective. It flows a ton of air through the channels up top, as you can see from the unboxing, and I'm wearing a baklava, and you can still feel the flow of the air because I have this open. You sacrifice some of the noise isolation, like getting a lot of air through the lid, right? So just a heads up. Again, I don't usually ride without, how would you say, earplugs, but I wanted to give you guys a fresh take. I know a lot of people tend to just jump on their bike and ride, so I'm approaching this on the same perspective as if anybody would ride. Personally, earplugs, 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 especially rocking SE Project exhaust, the CRTs, they are loud. So yeah, that's the deal. Comfort wise, it is snug fitting this in on my head. Then again, it is brand new, fresh out the box, so I've worn it around the crib a little bit, walk around, getting a feel. No pressure points around my crown or anything like that, but you can feel a lot of the air flowing through, man. It's really nice. And I'd say with the ODS system, I know it's supposed to be a little bit larger, the actual shell. It doesn't feel like it. You see, like, you know, right now I'm pushing a good 60. My head is up. You don't hear any wind coming through the mic. Let's switch lane real quick. Damn. With my head up, do you guys hear any noise from the wind? No, that chin curtain's rocking well. This is one of the best places to actually go and open up your bike, man. Come right to the beach. You know what I mean? Now, another test that I actually ran with the lid, I gotta tell you guys, oh shoot, I just hit 1,000 miles on the Hyper. My first K. Awesome. Now, another thing I have to mention to you guys, if you do not have the pin lock visor on in certain areas like this, why it's a little misty, it's hot, it's a hot day, you will get some fogging on the lens. So that definitely works. I have encountered a little bit where the gasket, when you're closing, you have to apply a little bit more pressure on the visor when you're closing it, when you do have the pin lock. To my understanding, in the newer version, you don't even have that where you have to apply a little bit more pressure. It just works well. I'm impressed so far. I don't want to test the safety capabilities because I just don't want to be in that situation. But I feel safe. You know, I don't feel like it's a bobblehead. I mean, when anybody's interested in a product, you're spending that kind of money, you look it up. You look up information, you see what other people are saying, what are people's thoughts about it, right? And I've heard about the wind, hearing it quite a bit, or you feel like there's elevation, probably because of the double layer for the system. I don't feel any of those issues. I mean, then again, I am not riding this on a track. I'm a street rider at the moment. I'm in the street. This is my everyday like setup. So I don't feel any kind of weirdness. And I love the fact that you can crack the visor slightly open like this. Now, you guys can probably hear the difference when you can actually hear the wind pulling through on the mic with the cracked visor. I mean, it's pretty intense. If I have this open, I have to kind of squint my eyes. That's how much air that's flowing through the visor. Basically, also, the weight is indistinguishable, guys. It is definitely a little bit louder than usual, though. I have to make mention. Then again, not everyone's rocking an exhaust like this. It's pretty apparent running into a little bit of traffic. So another thing I have to mention too, all of the latches, all of the buttons for this lid, even with your glove, you can easily access them without any issues, without any problems. You don't have to pull your gloves off completely or anything like that. Damn. It just works, man. I know this is supposed to be the first impression, but you guys are actually getting to hear and experience the Hyper again. Pushing 76. No wind noise. Very nice, right? What's up, boy? Come on. Let's get it. As recommended, use your parts purchase to support the store that support your sport. Motivation USA gives back to the riding community with everything from safety seminar courses and worldwide racing sponsorships. For the most trusted parts and accessories, shop motivationusa.com. All links will be in the description down below. And remember, ride safe and ride often, people. want you guys hear how much wind that's coming through the lid right now. Really keeping me nice and cool. Woo! The pop though, the pop though.